So I'm wondering, right? How the hell do they know that the monkeys like porn? And how do they figure out that the monkeys are willing to pay for it? What kind of experiment do you run in order to glean that information? And I'm thinking, I don't want any part of this experiment, you know? I'm a, human being, for God's sakes. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but from some of my earliest time here on YouTube, I have drawn a line in the sand, nothing about monkeys, no monkey business, right? Talk about humans here. But, obviously we're making an exception for this particular subject because how did they find out whether or not the monkeys like the porn? And what kind of porn do they like? What kind of subsections are there? Is there a market in it? How do you monetize monkey porn? Why shouldn't monkeys have access to the internet? Why not? So these questions and many others, have prompted this podcast investigation because that's what it is. It's an it's a video investigation. That's what we do here. And we also do, animal psychology. And hopefully from that we can, glean some important things about human beings. So there you go. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it. This is a podcast. And I'm telling that to the people who are watching this as a video later so that, they don't give me too hard of a time for just not getting directly to the subject, because I have to give people a chance to show up and make sure everything's working and stuff like that, because I don't know how to send out advance notification. Actually, no. YouTube, I do know how to send out advance notification. YouTube does not send out advance notifications for my podcasts. Okay. It's amazing, right? I've got 36,000, subscribers. Okay. And very few notifications get sent out. You could have a channel, 10,000 subscribers, and 5 or 10,000 notifications get sent out. So, there's all kinds of douchebaggery going on behind the scenes. Okay, so earlier I was talking about mouse utopia, right? We are living in the mouse utopia experiment. This welfare state is the unlimited food of the mouse utopia experiment. The current population levels are, us reaching peak population. And now it's going downhill. The population, it breaks. And people, mice, separate themselves, isolate themselves. So I talked about that in the podcast earlier today. Good stuff. I don't expect people to listen to it. Just let it run while you're sleeping or something like that. Just let it play in the background. Hopefully, though, we will get to the quality level where we can actually do that, where it's actually yeah, okay, it's not the craziest idea in the world. We're still not there. We're getting there. So, incidentally, this is the real beginning of the podcast. All that other stuff that I said, that was stuff that I had to say, before people show up. So, we're talking about monkeys liking porn, okay, of monkeys, mice, and men. And that's, of course, the original title of the John Steinbeck novel, of monkeys, mice, and men. But they didn't like it. And they had to take out the whole part of the book that was about monkeys, because it was a hard time for everyone, right? And it was especially hard, you guessed it, for the monkeys. And, some called it the prelude to Planet of the Apes, literally, not like, the preamble, right? It's like things went to hell and then the monkeys took over, right? So that's what that was the original ending of Mice and Men, was a monkey revolution, but no, it was cut out and the title was changed. And it wasn't until, 20, 30 years later that we got, the story Planet of the Apes. Right? You had to wait till moon exploration for that one. Okay. So, but Steinbeck had anticipated that as well. So that's what we're not really talking about that, ladies and gentlemen. I just made that up. I'm sorry. I've got to have my fun. It's got to be entertaining for me too, right? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I could show you pictures, but I don't want to get thrown off YouTube. So I got to make sure that everything's working before I, start delivering the dirt on the monkeys, stuff like that. Just checking a couple things. What I'm hoping to actually do is to talk a little bit about the monkeys. And then to invite some people in, and let you guys talk about stuff, right? Because I don't know, 6-7 hours from me talking. I don't know if it's enough, but it's like, okay, it'll be enough for now, So thanks for stopping by. Let's get into, monkey porn. But before we do, I think, this just in, I think you're going to have to see this before. Well, this is related to the monkey porn. Okay. But it's not monkey porn. So, and you'll see how it's related. I have to put on my headphones. Okay. Hold up. I got to do a screen share. We're going to watch a video. This is related to monkey porn. What's this? There you go. Okay. Miley Cyrus breaks down crying in Hillary's arms. Tucker reacts. Let's take a look at this.
You stay up late last night with the TV on, then you saw a show that hit a record-setting level of piety. Hillary Clinton appeared on The Tonight Show. Watch this.
Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for handling this difficult transition with more grace than I ever could have imagined. That being said, call me day or night and I will be there with a gallon of ice cream and 2 spoons to tell you, girl, you are so much better than him.
Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for being the Hillary Clinton of American politics.
I was with her, I'm still with her, and right now I literally am with her.
You've been a role model and an inspiration and a voice of reason in uncertain times. I could go on, but I'd like to get right to the point. Can I give you a hug?
It's like the Albanian parliament saluting Enver Hoxha. It's just, I feel sick. So Greg Gutfeld joins us to answer this question. So that's Jimmy Fallon's show.
Amazing, right? Monkey porn. Are you guys actually getting the audio to that? I hope you're getting the audio. Let me see. Probably. Okay, good. Yeah, your ears are bleeding. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody, I'm trying to amuse myself and others and bring out important cultural issues. So let's get back to it. Don't worry. It's not too bad. Where is it? Here it is.
Fallon, in my opinion, is very talented and always seemed totally apolitical and like a good guy.
And he can drink.
Yeah, and I mean, I've never heard a bad thing about Jimmy Fallon. I doubt he wanted to put on a show like that, but he had no choice. So what's the answer?
I don't know. The funny side note that a lot of people don't know is that Hillary, when she brought those letters home, Bill asked if they came with phone numbers. So if there is,
he should have put that on the show. That would have been good.
And I just came up with that. If there is a hell, that segment is on a permanent loop. I think when I was looking at it, I thought that it was a skit, and the payoff was going to be a Trump impersonator was going to come out and say thanks, you know, something like that. But when I realized that it was real, it just made it. This is how far it's gotten. That they have to appeal to not to their audience, but to their peers. They are, what you heard from those girls' voices, those are the people that work on TV shows. And that's the mentality, the sensibility. They're earnest. They really do believe it. They believe that she was shafted. They should be mad at her. This is what I don't get. They should be mad at her for running a lousy campaign, because her lousy campaign